What's going on, everybody? Doc, Average Gamer Guys, back yet again into some more Escape from Tarkov action. And today, this video, we are covering guides for the two of the new tasks that we got with the 12.7 patch, and specifically focused around Shoreline, Sanitar, and everything new that we got going on. So we're going to jump into that. Hopefully a quick short guide to you. Hopefully this helps you get you through at least the first two tasks, and more task guides to come as well. So stay tuned to the channel. And if you found this helpful, thank you guys so much. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, throw a comment down below. We really do appreciate the support. So let's jump into it. Anesthesia and Colleagues Part 1. Anesthesia from Purpore and Colleagues Part 1 are two of the first new quests that you're going to be able to get. Again, as part of 12.7 and the recent updates for Shoreline and the inclusion of Sanitar, the new Shoreline boss. So we're going to jump into these two again and just give a quick overview, and hopefully, again, they're pretty helpful. Here's the nice thing about these. So you should get these pretty much at the same time. Again, at this point in this wipe, if you've progressed and you've played some, you should unlock both of these. And the nice part about these is, well, one, you're going to be going to these locations a lot, so be very careful about that. But more specifically, you can do both of these quests simultaneously, and there's a couple of interesting caveats, especially to Colleagues Part 1, that's a little different than probably any other task that you've seen before. So let's talk about that first. So Colleagues Part 1, you have to find basically 3 sets of dead bodies is what you're looking for. Again, they're very close to the items and the things that you have to mark for Purpore as part of Anesthesia, which is good. It makes going to the locations quick, fast, and easy. Just remember, for the Purpore task, you need to bring in 3 markers for you. So one of the first that we're going to hit is actually up here by the resort. A very common place. You should know if you've played Shoreline ever at all, you should know where this is, but we're coming up basically to the front. Power station is behind us. Here is the first marked location. Basically all of these are going to be stretchers, or at least 2 of them are going to be. One of them is going to be a table. Since you're here, you might as well check this van, grab your quick little med item, make sure there's no blue key cards sitting on the little step there. So again, this is the first part for Anesthesia. For Colleagues Part 1, here's the first set of basically dead bodies that you need to look at. Just come over. You don't have to do anything special for these. Just walk by them, and you'll be able to pick them up. And as you can see, they are right in front of the helicopter. From this point, Part 2, you're going to be running down to the pier. So be pretty familiar with the pier. Again, if you've played Shoreline at all, they did a little bit of updates recently, at least from the patch, adding some of these cars and things in. Your next stretcher that you need to mark is right here, right in front of the building with the 2 safes and your computers. So you just got to plant your marker there. And first set of dead bodies, people are saying you have to walk into the building. You don't. It's actually sitting on the outside, so you should be able to knock those out and take care of them. The last one, again, pretty quick short guide here. Once I'm able to kill this scab, which he was pretty aggressive, and I also never seen him pop over the fence like that, but I thought that was interesting. Your third one here is at the cottages. If you're familiar, this is right behind the cottage that you need the cottage key for. You'll see that's the door right there. In addition to that, if you run over by this ambulance, not far from where I killed that scav, you will find the third of the dead bodies that you need to find. Both of those tasks are then complete, which is really, really nice. And then you just need to survive and extract the raid for both of those. Now, here's an interesting thing. I'm going to jump into some footage, talk a little bit about the fight that I had with Sanitar. The interesting thing is, with Colleagues Part 1, you need to find all 3 dead bodies, and you need to extract in the same raid. So unlike Purpore's quest, you can go in, bring a marker or 2, keep them in your container. Let's say you mark 1 or 2 of them, you end up dying. You can go mark the third one, and then as long as you get an extract, you're going to be good to go. You'll be able to complete that quest and move forward. Colleagues Part 1, you actually need to complete all 3 of the dead bodies and extract in the same raid. So if you end up finding 1 and then you end up dying, or you find 1 and you extract, you basically then have to restart the quest from that point. So just want to throw that out there. Little interesting tidbit, and I think a lot of people are going to be, I'm not going to say confused about it, but they're going to think that they've got some progress going, at least for Colleagues Part 1. make sure you are focused with that one and are able to get it completed and knock it out. So again, here's a little bit of my first, actually my second encounter with Sanitar. The first time him and his guards destroyed me. I fought both at the cottages. Here's what I'll say. Pretty aggressive, which was surprising. I did also do a fight in the resort on the east wing, and had a lot more success with that, keeping them kind of confined and inside. Outside here on the cottages was pretty crazy. They had some, as you saw at the beginning of the clip, really, really ridiculous engagement and very, very accurate engagement range. And I will tell you, with the weapons that they're running, you're not going to take a lot of hits from these guys. Sanitar, you'll see, again, I'm able to finish this guard off. This last guard here, I'm able to finish them off and loot them. I will tell you, these guys are, they're not really to be messed with. And I thought range might be a little bit of my advantage here, like it can be with some of the other scab bosses. That was 100% not the case. So just make sure you're using cover. And they are pretty aggressive, so you can pull them in with a push when they push you, and should be pretty lucky. I was able to then get behind this guard. He kind of lost me, and I knocked him out. So if you're not familiar, Sanitar, new shoreline boss. He's going to have a lot of really cool stuff on him. He also has two guards, always two guards, and they come very well geared. So just be very prepared with that. They also like to huck a lot of grenades, so just be careful. So for me, I ended up finding them with the Gazelles, ZSHs. I think they both had different variants of AKMs with some mods on them, running quite good ammo. I think both were running maybe BP, and that was really successful. Their bags, they are, at least from what I found, were carrying a bag that had some med spawns in it. One actually did end up having one of the new stims, so be on the lookout for that, and some good health items as well. Sanitar is obviously the big pull here. So make sure you get him looted. I felt like he dropped pretty easily, because at least when I fought him, he was unarmored. He does have a new bag, which is pretty cool, and does rock this VSS, and I think that AP pistol quite often. Should be able to find at least a couple of new stims on him, which you see here. It seems like he pretty much always spawns with a grizzly as well, which is pretty cool. New stims, as well as the key card, which you definitely are going to need, and is running pretty good. Also got kind of a keycard guide up, hopefully by the time this one goes up, so be sure to check that out if you're not sure where to use that. Make sure to always check his double pockets, and grab his ammo as well. Running an SP6 there, which is real nice. So get yourself that that Val, and you can, or VSS, and you can move forward with that. And again, last guard here, also running pretty good, good little gun there. A couple of mods on it. That class 5 armor seems to be pretty standard for these guys, and this guy I know for sure was running BP, and a couple of stims on him, and some healing items as well. I think in his bag was the actual additional stim, one of the new stims that I was able to find. So be sure to check those guys out. So quick fight with him. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that boss, and hopefully this guide was helpful for you. Pretty quick and easy. These first two are not super hard, except for the fact that, again, for Colleagues Part 1, you have to find all three in the same raid and survive. So good luck. A lot of people pushing Shoreline right now, trying to kill Sanitar, trying to get out with all the goodies, trying to get that new key card, as well as the key with tape can also spawn on him as well. And that stuff's going for quite a pretty penny. So be on the lookout. Best of luck out there to you. And again, if this guide was helpful for you and you enjoyed it, and it was good, be sure to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Again, lots more Escape from Tarkov content coming here pretty soon. We're doing some customs overview, some shoreline overview, some of the changes as well. So stay tuned for that. And again, just really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.